And sensational fighting in the world of Westminster now. This breaking in the last few minutes. Robert Jenrick has hit back at Kemi Badenoch after, on this very programme earlier this afternoon, the leader of the Conservative Party accused the now Reform MP, Robert Jenrick, of lying when he said a Conservative whip told him there was a special place in hell for him after he defected. Yeah,
when we asked Kemi about this directly this morning, she said, no, that is a lie. He's lying about that. That isn't true. Well, unfortunately for Kemi, it does seem that the receipts have been kept. And Jenrick has now tweeted the actual screenshots of the messages he received from the Conservative Party whip.
You can see on your screen now, this is the Conservative whip, Rebecca Harris, sending to Robert Jenrick. This is actual feedback. Leave the party and be a commentator. Go away. You are a bloodsucker, user. You have a really special place in hell.
Yes.
To which he replies, perhaps we can speak when we're back in Westminster. I value your advice and views. Rebecca Harris then responds, running us down in public just to feel good on heaven knows what basis. If you aren't happy with the direction of travel, fine. Please use your party connections to deal with it, but not in public. Best announce you and Suella are standing down now. You've lost the plot.
Yeah, this was our, an interview with Kemi Badenoch we did this morning, where we asked her about comments Robert Jenrick had made about receiving messages from the Conservative whip about her saying there was a special place in hell for him. When we interviewed Kemi Badenoch about that this morning, she said, he's lying. It was as simple as that. But obviously, Robert Jenrick has kept the actual messages he received as a screenshot and has put them out on social media now. So we are going to Kemi Badenoch and the Conservative Party to see if there's any response to this. But it does seem to be that it's again a case of politicians actually at one another's throats again.
Absolutely. And just to reiterate, this is a private message that Robert Jenrick has published as a screenshot on Twitter. He published the screenshot as a quote tweet of our interview with Kemi Badenoch with these simple words attached. They still won't tell the truth. That's what Robert Jenrick says. But it's fair to say that we have only seen this portion of the conversation.
Yes.
We do not know what was said before or indeed after. So we only know what Robert Jenrick has indeed published. It could be a small selection of a conversation, or indeed it could be unprovoked.
Yes.
That we do not know at this stage.
We don't know the context of it, and it has to be said that screenshots can obviously be fake. We're not accusing anyone of doing that, but we are just saying what has been posted on social media now from our interview with Kemi Badenoch this morning and Robert Jenrick's immediate response.
But we are now in a remarkable era where private messages are being published more and more. Donald Trump published a message from Emmanuel Macron earlier this week, and indeed one from the NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte as well. Our very own Camilla Tominey published messages between her and Robert Jenrick when he defected as well. Are we now in a new era of really seeing behind the curtain when it comes to internal political communication?
Yes. And I don't know about you, but I just want someone that's going to run the country properly rather than infighting.
There's nothing more important than keeping your money and your identity safe online. And with so many VPN options available, choosing the right one can be pretty daunting. But this video's sponsor, ExpressVPN, is making the choice easier for GB News viewers. ExpressVPN is offering up to 75% off, plus 4 extra months free. That's top-level security from just £2.49 a month, and you're covered by their 30-day money-back guarantee. So just click the link in this video's description or scan the QR code now. Remember, when you're online, you are often sharing personal data, so hackers can steal your information, your passwords, your photos, and your bank details in just seconds. But ExpressVPN encrypts your connection, making it virtually impossible for hackers to access your personal information. So why choose ExpressVPN? Well, it couldn't be easier to use. With just one click, you are protected. And ExpressVPN uses military-grade AES 256 encryption, which is the same standard trusted by the US government to guard their classified information. With their new tiered plans, you can protect up to 14 devices at once and manage passwords securely. Live chat support is available 24/7, and it typically connects you in under a minute with a real person. Click the link in this video's description or scan the QR code to get up to 75% off ExpressVPN, plus 4 months extra for free. Start protecting yourself today with ExpressVPN.
Because when we thought it couldn't get any worse for the Labour Party, that psychodrama between the Conservatives and Reform just took a dramatic, sizzling new twist. Robert Jenrick, of course, said on Patrick Chris's show last night that he was told by the Chief Whip, Rebecca Harris, for the Conservative Party, there would be a really special place in hell for you if you defected. Now, Kemi Badenoch appeared on GB News just a few hours ago in response to that. Here's what she said.
Robert Jenrick was on GB News last night and said that your Chief Whip said there was a special place in hell for Jenrick. Do you agree with that sentiment?
He's lying. He's lying. And I think it's a real shame that he's being allowed to air these views. He's left the party. It's time for him to move on. It is our policy, a policy that the Chief Whip has been enforcing, to spend more money on defence and take it away from aid. I've given speeches about it. And I think this whole saga has not been about policy or policy disagreements. It is about character. We have somebody who was dishonest in our party, repeatedly betraying the confidences of his colleagues. He's now going on TV, trying to knife everyone in the back.
He's lying. There's no animosity in that. He's lying. Get the tweet. This isn't a tweet. What the tweet from Robert Jenrick, actually a screen grab of a WhatsApp conversation betwixt Rebecca Harris and himself, and woe behold, look what it says there. You have a really special place in hell. Olivia Utley. Kemi Badenoch said people are sick of the psychodrama. I put it to you, the psychodrama just went up to volume 11. This is internal skullduggery. It's the revelations of private messages between a whip and a minister. It's now fully in the public. This is all kicking off. It's another nightmare for Kemi Badenoch.
It is a really big nightmare for Kemi Badenoch. And I think you could argue it's a bit of a self-inflicted nightmare. She didn't have to come on Dawn and Tom's programme earlier today and say that Robert Jenrick was lying. She could have said, if she knew that Rebecca Harris had said those comments, that she wouldn't have pushed it quite like that herself. There are lots of sort of political phrases you can use to get out of agreeing with what were quite strong words. Quite unusually strong words from Rebecca Harris, the Chief Whip there. But she chose to accuse Robert Jenrick of lying. Robert Jenrick has now pulled a trick from the Camilla Tominey playbook, actually. Precisely. Camilla Tominey published direct screenshots between a conversation between herself and Robert Jenrick, where Robert Jenrick said that he was never going to defect to Reform. He is now pulling the same trick on Kemi Badenoch and showing proof that Rebecca Harris did indeed say that there was a special place in hell for him. The question now comes, did Kemi Badenoch know that Rebecca Harris had made those comments? Did she ask Rebecca Harris if she'd made those comments? Or was she just hoping that she hadn't made those comments? Either way, she spoke too quickly, which is something which she has a bit of a precedent for doing before.
Now, just to repeat and to clarify, Robert Jenrick posted those screen grabs on X, Twitter, around about 25 minutes ago. Now, we haven't had direct confirmation that that's a message from Rebecca Harris. We are approaching Rebecca Harris and the Tory party for confirmation of this rather embarrassing revelation. We can't say it isn't true, but Robert Jenrick has put it out as the truth. But the point is, the plot thickens, the drama continues, and the Tory psychosis seems just to go up and up and up. Olivia Utley, superb, really succinctly put today. Thank you very, very much indeed.